She woke up after 30 years in a coma on the next Maury.
Hi, I'm glad you've joined us. I'm so excited about today. You know, I do get thousands of letters each week from viewers telling me some pretty heartbreaking stories about a search for love. But it wasn't until I got this big, heavy stack of letters from one of our viewers saying he wanted to date a past guest that it occurred to us he wasn't the only one who wants to meet the guests who've been on the show. So, we have decided to play matchmaker. This is very dangerous stuff, although I think it's very exciting. And we are going to bring together some past Sally guests and the viewers who have looked at them and said they fell in love with them on television. Now, I'm not going to make any promises, but we're going to see what happens, and then I'll keep you posted. First, meet George. George wrote to us about Sherry, who appeared on the show. I think it was titled, I'm Embarrassed That My Mom Brags About Her Sex Life. Now, let's take a look at a little clip from that show. Your daughter also says if you should have sex with your husband even when you don't want to. You bring up sex in public, all kinds. You dress in revealing inappropriate clothing. You let her children touch your breasts and say that feels good. You have slept with your daughter's boyfriends? Is that true?
And brags about it, and I didn't even sleep with him.
Oh. Okay. What's going on?
I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. I mean, I'm 48 years old. I'm free. I'm a free spirit. If there's someone that I see that I'd like to sleep with or that wants to sleep with me, there's nothing to stop me.
All right. Now, George, you watched our show in England, and we would like to thank all our English friends and ask them to tune in as often as they can. And after you saw Sherry on the show, you wrote us a letter.
I did?
Yep. I want you to read a portion of that letter. Now, you have to remember, in all fairness, that Sherry's backstage waiting to meet you. So she's going to hear this thing done out loud. What did the letter say?
Dear Cherie, I saw the chat show you were on, and I thought to myself, wow, I want that woman sexually and in every way. I want you for myself. Can I just say, if we get together, you will not need any other man. Because if I cannot satisfy you sexually, then no man on this earth can. I truly believe that we could be happy together forever.
Now, George.
Yes.
George, look at me.
No problem.
You do not... Chat show is television, talk show. Those are very strong words.
They are. I'm a strong person.
You are confident.
I am.
What happened as you were... Put me in your house in England. You're watching this show. What is happening to you?
Well, I tell you, it just took my breath away. It's just like, that woman is mine.
It came out of the screen?
Out of the screen. It's just like E.T. beam me up, you know? It's fantastic. I mean, she's just absolutely beautiful. There's not a lot more I can say, and I'm just glad to be here and waiting to meet her.
So it all... I mean, you came this whole distance?
Of course.
This is a person you...
I can't even tell you the amount of miles. 3,000, 4,000, who cares? She is just worth it. Beautiful.
Now, could you get her out of your head? You couldn't get her out of your head?
No, but you lot made it worse for me. Because it's like, I've been waiting months. Months. And I'm
George!
And I'm thinking, when's this telegram, letter, whatever going to arrive? Have you posted it? Have you not? Crazy. And then bang, one day...
But you knew that we'd contact you. You just knew it in your heart.
I hoped, yeah. Fate, I believe. I believe in fate. I'm a great believer in fate. I don't know if any of the audience is, but I am. And, like, I'm just waiting for that to drop through. All
right, let me ask you some questions. Suppose you meet her and it ain't there. What happens?
That cannot be. It'll be there. Would it be there if you walked out? Of course it's there.
All right, suppose you...
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
She lives in America.
Right.
You live in England. What would you do?
Listen, I'll just move over here. I am ready to move lock, stock, and barrel over here. Now. Right now. She's worth it.
All right. You're ready to meet the woman of your dreams.
If she's ready to meet me.
Take a deep breath now. I hope what I'm doing is right. And remember, I'm not making any promises. Sherry, come on out.
Come on, Sherry. Where are you? Wow. everything. You like what you see? Great. Take a seat. Don't worry about that. Don't wipe it off. I want it to stay there. You see what I mean, folks? How could I not come miles?
Sherry, look at me. When
Hi,
we
Sally.
called you and told you there was a man in England who wanted to meet you, what did you think?
Well, basically, I figured I had gone through most of the men in the United States. Now,
Now, we're on a par there because I've been through most of the women in England.
I thought I would try England. I love the accent.
Me too.
Is there a color problem with either of you?
Not with me.
Is there a color problem? Is there a color problem?
Not at all. I was born with it.
Okay.
Couldn't be a problem.
Now, come on, Sherry. What did you think when we called you and said somebody...
Well, I just figured you guys weren't finished with me yet, actually.
I'm not. I'm not even started.
Uh-huh.
Can I just read something, please?
Sure.
She doesn't know about this. I promise you. I love you and always will. You are my heart's desire. And even though we're far apart, my heart is still on fire. There you go, Sherry. Thank you. There's more. I am an incurable romantic.
Oh.
That is me.
Ooh.
Take it away. Don't be stuck for words. Be yourself.
I'm shocked. I really am lost for words.
Are you?
Yeah,
What do you
for
think?
once.
What are you thinking?
Well,
How do you like the way he looks?
how could you not?
That's what I said. You know, but you look great. She's just
Oh, thank you, thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you. Do you think my daughter will approve of you?
Of course. She's got to do. Fate.
Probably right.
There's no way she cannot.
You're probably right.
She should be happy for you, and I hope she will be.
How would you... Are you worried about anything? Is there anything that's on your mind? I asked him how you're going to have a love between England and America, and he said he'd move. Does that worry you?
Love conquers all. I don't think there's a
Good.
problem. Yeah.
Sure does.
All right. No problem with that at all.
Relocating?
Yeah?
No.
Why do you think he came?
Well, I actually thought it was an awful long distance for somebody to travel just to get...
Not at all. You must be worth it. I can't come from England, can I? That's a long way to come. In the short Thames.
Are there any other... There's no other ulterior motives?
Any ulterior motives? Well, I'm looking for a serious relationship as well as sex. Are you?
Definitely.
Right. Then I'm here. I don't even know if I'm going back on the plane.
Is her openly sexual life, does that bother you at all?
Not at all.
Doesn't bother
It should be. You should be open.
She's just
That's
a
how
free
we got
spirit.
here. And you shouldn't detract from that.
I am a free spirit. I think we all should be. I think we all should just do what we feel like doing and
Well,
not worry about anything.
You're a more free spirit than most of us. I mean,
I'm lucky.
Yeah.
With a body like that, why shouldn't she be?
Very. Do you think your daughter will approve?
My daughter said that she would be very happy if I was to find someone that accepted me and loved me for what I am.
Are you ready for love?
Oh, definitely.
Are you ready for love?
More than. That's the point I was going to make. I don't want her daughter thinking that it's just a sexual thing.
Okay.
This is just about love as well. Absolutely. 100%.
When we come back, we're going to meet a man, the man who wrote all that big stack of letters that I had, and we're going to meet the woman he wrote them to, Sarah Louise. Now, there is something you should know. Sarah Louise is a transsexual. Will we make a love match? Stay tuned.
Why is Bert divorcing Lonnie? Bert himself gives you the answer exclusively in this week's Inquirer. Plus, what's the truth about other women? Bert tells the whole story and shares his personal family photo album with you.
It's only in this week's Inquirer.
Why did Cheers star Kelsey Grammer's pregnant wife try to kill herself? Is Oprah the victim of a real-life ghost?
I want to know.
What's the best way to beat loneliness? Find out in this week's Inquirer, filled with fascinating features for people with inquiring minds.
Like me.
At work, I sell the finest from the deli. At home, I serve the finest. Eckrich smoked sausage. Eckrich is ground not once, but twice for the finest texture and taste.
The finest from the deli. Eckrich.
At work, I sell the finest from the deli. At home, I serve the finest Eckrich cold cuts. They're packed seconds after they're sliced to seal in the flavor.
The finest from the deli. Eckrich.
Michiana College graduates explain how Michiana College prepared them for a rewarding career.
One that I feel, it was almost 20 years for me going back to school, was a lot easier than I thought it would be because of the faculty and the school itself. I wanted to go to a school that gave me quality education and certified skills with direct application to the field I chose. It was just real comfortable to be there.
What you do today will affect your tomorrow. Take control of your future. Michiana College.
The Philharmonic Musicians present a benefit concert for the Old Fort YMCA sports programs with pop favorites from the musicians of the Fort Wayne Philharmonic, gospel works from the True Love Baptist Church and St. John Baptist Church combined choirs, and more from the choirs singing with the Philharmonic Musicians. On stage at the Follinger Outdoor Theater, We Ain't Playing, Saturday, June 26th at 2:30. Admission is $5 with children under 12 free. Support the Old Fort Y and get your tickets today at all YMCA branches, Scott's Food Stores, or Rogers Markets. Co-sponsored by 21 Alive.
Sally Jesse Raphael's handy-dandy video matchmaking service. Actually, we're matching up former guests with viewers who literally fell in love while watching someone on television. Now, let's move on to match number 2. This is Wayne. Wayne is the man who sent me that big stack of letters, and if you weren't here at the top of the show, it's a big stack of letters. And the letters are to meet Sarah Louise. Sarah Louise is a transsexual. And in case you weren't with us, she's very wonderful. Watch this clip. Yes. Is it unusual to make love as a woman if you've been making love your whole life as with men's equipment?
It's a whole new realm, but it's much more fulfilling. You know, sex was never fulfilling before.
And it is now?
Yeah, it's a wonderful experience.
Wayne, before I talk to you, I want you to read part of the letter you wrote to us about Sarah Louise. Actually, you have more mail, you send more mail than any man I have ever met in my entire life. Now, okay.
Dear Sarah, it's very easy to explain why I'm so attracted to you. It's because you dropped the act and showed the real you. I thought you were really down to earth and presented yourself very well. I admired your openness, honesty, and sincerity, and believe you've had a taste of what men are really like and are ready for a change. I have a lot of good qualities I think you would appreciate.
Now, you sent Sarah Louise how many letters?
Had to be at least 100.
100? How much money did you spend on all of this writing and postage and stuff?
At least $200.
What did you think when you saw... Sarah Louise has been with us twice. I'm enchanted by her, but what did you think when you saw her first on the screen?
The first show, I wasn't too impressed because, you know, the way she came out, as you saw, but the second show, she came out and presented herself, you know, she's pretty much honest and stuff. She didn't have anything to hide. So I like that.
And you like that?
Right.
But is this more than... You don't write 100 letters to somebody you just like on television. What happened to you?
I don't know. I was overtaken.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, head over heels?
Right.
You're in love with Sarah Louise?
I guess you could say that.
Okay. I don't want to put words in your mouth. Are you concerned about the fact that Sarah Louise is a transsexual?
No.
Why not?
Why should I be? She's a female like anybody else.
Okay.
Any other female.
Is there something that is more attractive because she's a transsexual?
Well, When I was in elementary school, my mother brought the 3 boys up to the living room and showed us a transsexual on TV, and I thought she was the most beautiful woman I ever saw. And I guess it's always been in the back of my mind that maybe one day.
Have you ever dated someone who is a transsexual?
No.
Do you date a lot?
Not in the past 2 years, no.
You haven't been?
No.
Why?
I'm tired of the women I meet.
What's wrong?
Pretty much, they're trash.
Okay, you've been not
Trash.
meeting nice people.
No, not at all.
Wayne, are you ready to meet Sarah Louise?
Sure am.
Come on out, Sarah. Welcome back. You're practically making our house a stop on your daily life. What did you think when we called you and told you that Wayne wanted to meet you?
Well, I was really happy. Matter of fact, the day before, I was sitting in the mall, and I was thinking, gee, I really want to meet someone that I really like and that really likes me. And then the day later, I get called by your producers.
And the phone call came?
And I was just really excited.
So you're very open to this, right?
Oh, I'm really looking forward to a real healthy relationship.
Wayne, what is it you think you can offer Sarah Louise? I mean, that said like a parent, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Practice that one, guys.
Himself.
A great guy. I mean, I'm monogamous. I wouldn't fool around. I mean, I'm looking for the same. I have a good future. I've saved up money for business. And, you know, I could offer a good life.
It seems like, from what I was hearing, that he's really looking for a soul. And he really likes, through my hard things, how I've evolved and learned and talked about different things. And sometimes not totally truthful, but then I've come forth. And he seems like he really admires that.
He seems to me to be a very nice man.
Yeah.
Yeah. How is your love life going? The last time you were with us, it was because there was no orgasms? Or
Right. Well, I still haven't had an orgasm yet, and I've basically kind of avoided that whole situation, and I've been dealing more with my issues and becoming more comfortable with being a woman. And so, you know, I'm, like I said, getting ready for the big...
Where do you live?
Maryland.
Maryland.
Right.
Is that frightening?
No.
I keep thinking geography is going to interfere with everyone's love life, and maybe I'm just not romantic.
Well, I could also move.
Yeah.
You could
No
move?
big deal, yeah.
It's not interview. It's
Both
not
of you could move. And
There we go.
England?
That would be fair, right?
You know,
Move to a
people are
neutral-
concerned that you may be after a kind of a green card. Is that part of your being, George?
What's a green card?
What's a green card?
I just have a comment for all of them. I think it's wonderful that he came over from England to meet her, and that they're getting over the, like she turned in, became a woman. I think it's great that they're overlooking that. With all the problems we have in society today, I think this is what the world should be about: getting over everything and just getting along with our life.
Thank you for noticing that. You noticed that so far we did pick people who might be considered having some.
Can I just emphasize that before the lady starts?
Sure.
That is great, because like that's what the gentleman's right. That's what the word's all about.
That's what it's
We
about.
should all be together. There's too much apart.
Amen.
This question makes mine sound really strange, but the color doesn't matter to you, either one of you, but what about, and I don't mean to be rude, but what about the age difference?
How old do you think I am?
I don't want to say,
You won't
because then I
insult
would
me.
have to
You
say
won't
how old
insult
she
me. Go
is.
ahead. I'm 37.
Okay.
Not ashamed of it.
And she looks to be about 20, so do you think
age.
Alrighty here. Now.
Give me a chance, please.
Let
Give me a
us
break. I've come from
see
England.
What's going on? Yes, ma'am.
I just want to know what Sherry and George are going to do when they leave the show today.
Well, I haven't got that much time before I catch a plane, so unfortunately, who knows?
Well, I was supposed to go out to lunch.
Yeah.
And get to know one another.
You're not going out to lunch?
Yes, we're going out to lunch, but it's after that I think the lady's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not just going for a salad.
Now meet. I think I'll move along. It's great. Meet Michael. Cupid targeted him while he was watching Nancy G on the show. The show is called Desperate to be a Bride. Let's watch what Nancy's like.
I've met a lot of great guys. I mean, I've worked with performers like Jackie Mason, who was the most eligible bachelor in the country until this year. And I've met a lot of fabulous men in entertainment. I've dated rock stars, movie stars, Broadway stars. And I have decided I go to the Zsa Zsa Gabor School of Sex.
What is the Zsa Zsa Gabor School of Sex?
Marry me first.
Aha! All right. Michael, before you meet Nancy, read me part of the letter you wrote us.
Okay. Dear Nancy, I saw you on the Sally Show. You said that you were single but looking for a serious relationship. Those are certainly hard to find these days. Trust me, I know. I'm a hopeless romantic, and I know how to treat a lady with respect, care, tenderness, sensitivity, and understanding. You said in the show that you want to be a singer. That's one thing we have in common.
You want to be a singer also?
Well, someday. Right now, I'm just a lyricist working on my vocals.
Okay. There is a little age difference between the two of you?
Doesn't bother me one bit.
Okay. What struck you when you saw Nancy on television? What leapt out of the set at you?
I don't know. She was just very attractive, and I couldn't believe that she wasn't married, because in my area, it seems like all the attractive girls are either taken or they're snobs or something. You know, there's always something wrong.
Uh-huh. You live near where I come from.
I don't know. Where do you come from?
Right near where you come from.
Not giving no secrets away, eh?
Okay.
Cute, cute.
What do you feel you have to offer?
Well, like I said, I'm a nice guy. And
you're a nice guy. You're not going to jump on her.
Exactly, you know.
All right. You're interested in music. She's interested in music.
Yep. Plus, with me being a lyricist and her being a singer, that
she can sing your lyrics. Match made in heaven. Are you ready to meet Nancy G?
Sure.
Come on out, Nancy.
Together.
Well, Nancy, any problem with younger men?
My mother married an older man. My grandmother married an older man. My sister married an older man, so I guess I could marry a younger man.
Of course. It doesn't bother you at all?
Break the tradition, right?
No. Not at all.
What did you think when we contacted you?
I was nervous, of course, to meet someone that wrote in. You never know what to expect, but excited to meet him.
Now, you were on our Desperate to be a Bride show, right? Mm-hmm. And you almost got married to somebody?
I was supposed to be married this summer, and the chemistry wasn't just right. Everything was so good, but there is such a thing as chemistry, and I found that out, so we had to call it off.
I think you really are very adventurous as a person.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't know what I would think if somebody called up and... What do you feel? Do you believe in love at first sight? Can somebody see somebody on television and go bonkers?
I don't know about that. I would have to explore that. I really don't know that that could happen.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Well, I'm looking for honesty. That's the #1 thing I want in a man, is honesty. And that is the hardest. I'll stop right there because it sounds like such a small word, but it's such a major part of a foundation of a relationship, and that's what I'm looking for.
Now, you told us that you wanted to open yourself up to Michael and sing him a song?
Yes, I did.
Because this is a music thing?
Yes, I did.
Okay, go ahead. What's the song?
I've been cheated, been mistreated. When will I be loved? I've been put down.
When we come back, Tracy, her heart was broken by Oscar. Well, she's ready to try at love again. Stay with us.
When I weighed 350 pounds, some people turned their back on me. I felt worthless. Then I turned my back on myself. I felt a depression, very difficult to see behind my puffed up body. Then I changed my existence. I live today. You can too.
Call Janet Greason's Your Life Matters, 1-800-543-3662, because it's not what you're eating, it's what's eating you.
There's nothing special about me. If I can do it, you can too.
55, it's the law. At Tompkinson's, 55 is the limit. Tompkinson Automotive Group has made automobile history again. $55 down, $55 per month. Every used car, truck, minivan in our huge inventories, just $55 down, just $55 per month, now through Saturday.
Don't pass this up at Tompkinson Chrysler Plymouth North and at Tompkinson Dodge Southwest.
If you could describe Scott's in one word, what would that word be? Incredible. Friendly. Value.
Don't miss this great value on fresh grade A whole chicken breast at Scott's. Just 99 cents a pound.
I love it here, and they have carry-out service too.
Carry-out bags of savings when you buy any variety of Doritos tortilla chips. 14.5-ounce bags are 3 for just $5.
Scott's, we're your store.
We've enlisted 2 professional bed testers to give you a side-by-side comparison between an ordinary flatbed and the Niagara Sleep System. With the touch of a button, the Niagara Sleep System quickly adjusts to positions specifically recommended by doctors, such as raising your head to aid in relief from hiatal hernia or to read or watch TV. Raise your feet to improve your circulation and relax your back and legs. And the ordinary flatbed, well, it just lies there. Only Niagara has the patented Cyclo massage system built right in. Rhythmic massage waves move up and down your body to reduce tension and fatigue. The ordinary flatbed, well, it just lies there. Fact is, the Niagara Sleep System is just a better way to get a better night's sleep, yet it's priced less than some ordinary flatbeds. Find out how you can get a better night's sleep. Just call this toll-free number, and we'll send you information about the Niagara Sleep System with built-in Cyclo massage absolutely free. So don't just lie there. Call this toll-free number now. Niagara, the better way to get a better night's sleep.
Son is gay.
I blame myself.
Betty carries the same guilt about her lesbian daughter.
I am guilty for making Dina homosexual.
On the next Sally.
You know, I get really attached to almost all of the people who've been our guests over the years, especially when they make a return visit. Then you kind of watch their life as it goes along and hear what happens to them and their problems. Well, today we've really gone out on a limb. We are matching our viewers who wrote to us saying they have fallen in love with some of our favorite guests. Okay, meet Todd. Todd fell in love with a woman who has been on our show a few times. And the subject of each visit was love. Watch this. What extent will you go to in order to see him?
Sally, I am prepared to put on my sneakers and walk to Las Vegas. I'll walk. I'm ready. It's time.
All right, you don't have to walk to Las Vegas. Oscar's here today. Come on out, Oscar.
It was wonderful. Cinderella. I was definitely Cinderella for a whole entire evening. It was wonderful. I never thought anything like that could ever happen to me.
And then?
And then we went home and everything went sour. We decided that I would go to Las Vegas for Christmas and spend Christmas with him. I invested almost $500 in a non-refundable plane ticket. And right before Christmas, he wrote to me and said, I'm in love with another woman and we're getting married in July and I don't want you to come to Vegas. And that's how it has ended.
Todd, before we talk about Tracy, right. and you know, I can't go through too many more heartbreaks with Tracy. You know, my feeling is I better go check you out. Hey, why don't you read a portion of the letter that you sent to her?
Dear Sally, when I first saw Tracy on your show, I fell head over heels. Feet, I should say. Then when I saw her being set up with this sailor, my heart had been broken, and it really had been broken. And, but last week I happened to be home to see your show, and there she was, as beautiful as could be. Heartbroken, but very positive about her future. I am in love with this woman. I think if we met, we'd find we're not two people, but one. And please, Sally, don't leave me, my heart broken, any longer than it has to be.
Wow. Todd, as you can see, Tracy has not been very lucky in love.
Well, once she meets me, she'll be very lucky.
All right.
Because she will not be a Cinderella for one day. She'll be a Cinderella for the rest of her life.
What did you just say?
I hope he's for real. I hope he is sincere.
There's no lies about me.
Okay, shall I threaten him?
I didn't come on the show to hurt anybody.
Do I have to threaten you? No.
I came on the show to meet the woman of my dreams. And I think this is the woman of my dreams.
He's for real, son.
Got to take guts.
Is he
right?
real, George?
Yeah, he's the most positive person I've ever seen.
What were you saying?
I said he's the most positive person I've ever seen.
I've never seen him that positive. You were backstage with him. Was he positive?
Yeah.
Is he for real, George?
Believe you me, I mean...
Can you tell a scoundrel when you see one?
I've been one, so I know. I can see things on both sides.
I was on vacation when I got your call, and they said I might not be able to meet her because there were a lot of letters. And I said, well, look, either you fly me up there, or I'm going to fly myself up there, bust in this show, and meet her. Because this woman is one of a kind.
Okay, Tracy, come on out. Tracy, you're getting to be my regular, you and Sarah are my regular guests.
It's after your job.
Hi.
What it is, it's a heck of a job. What did you think this time, darling, when we called you?
Well, Jody can tell you I screamed. I was really excited, and I was thrilled. I couldn't wait to come. And then as time went by, I got scared.
Did you? Why?
I'm really scared.
Are you?
Well, you all saw the clips. You know what Oscar did to me. I'm scared. I don't want to get hurt again.
No. No way. Unbelievable.
What do you think of him? Is he like what you imagine?
I didn't know what to think. He wouldn't tell me anything. I was afraid he's going to look like Elmer Fudd. I was scared.
Hey.
Well, John, I kept asking John, what's going on? John wouldn't tell me anything. But he seems really nice. But I'm skeptical. Yes.
Yes?
Oh, yes. I'll give anybody a chance.
Okay. Well,
yes,
not
I'm
anybody.
excited.
I'm not anybody.
Okay.
Where do you don't live near each other, do you?
Hey,
Where do you live?
we're just going to take our time, hopefully get to know each other.
Where do you
better.
live?
I live in Massachusetts, Boston.
And where do you live?
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
It's not bad. Not bad.
You know, we can
We're just going to take our
go
time,
back
get
and forth,
to know,
see
and
each other. And
go back and forth. You've done it once.
When
Is that
she
further than
invests this
England?
time, she will see me, and I will see her.
I have to ask him a question. You're not, like, what kind of job do you do? I need to know. I was afraid you worked at 7-Eleven or something. So.
Who, me? No, I'm a cook. I plan on going back to school, getting my degree. And, you know.
Cooks earn good money.
Yeah, I work a lot of hours. I make some pretty good money.
So you love her just for her?
Yeah, and I hope she likes me just for me, and things work out. I hope she sticks by me, whether rich or poor, you know. Even though I wind up in a 7-Eleven.
Oh, I just wanted to say that I think all the ladies are really, really lucky that I think you did a wonderful job. And I think these two here, Sarah and Wayne, you make a great-looking couple. I think you look really nice together.
Isn't that sweet? Well, my goodness, all this love in the air, I just don't know what to do about it all. It's getting to me. Yes, ma'am.
I just have a question for George.
Sure.
I don't understand how you could have traveled all that distance to meet her, and now you got a plane to catch this afternoon?
Right.
But why wouldn't you just be staying until you could build up a relationship with her?
Well, for one, I'm at catering college in England, and it's like I'm there for a 2-year course. It's in management, so I have to go back to that. But also, there's a thing called bucks. You've got to take one step at a time.
You'd relocate? I mean, this was the woman of your dreams.
Of course I'll relocate, but you've still got to tie up loose ends, haven't you? You don't just, you know.
Well, we'll see.
That's not the way it's done.
Remember, we said we'll see. Let's, I thought you'd be interested what the family thinks. Who are you?
want to introduce myself to George. I'm Sherry's younger brother, and I also wanted to say that the first ticket to London is a gift from me.
Thank you.
Not bad. I'm going to hold you to it. Now, this is Sherry's mom. What do you think?
I'm all for it. I mean, if Sherry will be happy in her relationship or friendship or whatever, I wish her luck.
Sherry, you're crying. What's going on here?
All right.
I'm fine.
Good.
You know, we all crave love, and that's what this show's about. You know, we desperately want it.
Everybody's crying. All right, I want you to meet Steve. Steve fell in love with Julie when she was on our show. What was she doing here? She was looking for her lost father. Please watch this. If he's listening, what would you want to say to him?
But I would really like to know who he is, because it really hurts and a lot of people don't understand how much that emptiness is. And like Evangelina, it's really hard to deal with that, and having not anybody understand, it's really complicated, and it makes me feel left out to have a bride get given away by their father, or when you're young, a lot of people ask you, where's your dad? And all I could say was, he died a long time ago.
Well, that was a show we were doing with a favorite organization of mine, the Pearl S. Buck Foundation. And we were trying to find servicemen who had fathered Amerasian children. And so she was looking for her father. Steve, you wrote us a letter. Why don't you read part of that letter?
Sure. Dear Ms. Raphael, I saw a young Vietnamese-American woman whose story of her unsuccessful search for her father brought me to tears. Her story touched me, as did her charm and beauty. I would like to offer her a proposal of marriage, as well as any help that I might be able to provide in her search for her father. I have a lovely 3-bedroom house in upstate New York, which I'd be happy to share with this woman.
So you're really proposing to someone you've never met before?
I really am.
You're giving her your home and yourself and all of that?
Well, hopefully it's a mutual sharing that's going to occur at that point.
Okay. Are you sure you're ready to meet her?
I think so.
Can you tell me what was there about her that got to you?
It was more than just her sincerity and her willingness to bare her soul nationwide.
To find her dad.
It was an insight that she displayed into herself, knowing and understanding the impact that her never meeting her father would really have on her. And I lost my father when I was 5, so I know that it had a great effect on my life, and it really it affected me so deeply that I'm just coming to terms with it now, really.
Mm-hmm. You live in upstate New York?
Right now, yeah. I've come from the city, but...
Is it nice up there?
It's beautiful.
Think she'll like it?
I think she'd love it.
Okay. Julie, come on out. Julie, this man is trying to propose to you, to open his home to you. He is absolutely gung-ho sure. How does that make you feel? Isn't it frightening?
Flabbergasted.
Were you flabbergasted?
Mm-hmm. Practically dropped my mouth when I heard that.
Really?
Yep.
How do you feel? You came down, though. You said
I came down. I came down with an open mind. So.
All right. How is it going with your search? Has anything turned up?
No, not yet.
Okay.
It's a hard road. So.
And did you have any clues you wanted to share with us? We put the phone number up there for the Pearl S. Buck Foundation to help you. Is there any clue you want to share with us that maybe we could help?
Not that I know of. Everything I said the last show is all I know. So.
Okay. I'll get you to repeat some of that so it'll help people. Well, what do you think?
She's even more beautiful.
Todd, you're picky?
Steve.
Steve, picky?
Very discerning, yes. I've had relationships. I've lived in relationships, and I've had a lot in common with the people with whom I lived. I knew them very well, and still they didn't work out. So I imagine that even under these circumstances, my chances would be just as good that something great would happen.
Not only do my guests have admirers, but later in the show, we're going to make a love match. Hold your breath with some members of our staff. Up next, we'll find out if there is such a thing as love at first sight on television. Don't go away.
I'm Ivan Lebmov. If you've been hurt and are looking for a lawyer, I'd like to talk to you about reputation, because a law firm's reputation is everything. The Lebmov Law Offices have been helping accident victims for over 35 years. We've protected the rights of thousands in our community because we have a reputation for getting things done. That's the kind of law firm we are.
The Lebmov Law Offices, making the law work for you every day. 423-2581.
Now's the time to save big. It's the Value Explosion Sale at Value City. A fabulous collection of Junior's Famous Makers silk separates, not $22 to $30. Your choice, $9.99. $400,000 closeout. Women's size Famous Makers skirt and skirt sets, not $35. Your choice, $15.99. And men's and kids Famous Makers short sleeve silk shirts, not $30. Your choice, $9.99. Don't miss the Value Explosion Sale at all Value City department stores.
Jim Brady here to tell you about Urban Brothers' once-a-year tent sale, the biggest bottom dollar must-move-it-out event of the year. During Urban Brothers' once-a-year tent sale, you'll save on all types of items: sofas, sleepers, bedrooms, dining rooms, end tables, items for about every room in the home. This Fairfield wingback chair is just $169. This Row queen-size sleeper only $489. This oak bedroom chest is just $249. Plus mattresses starting at a low $79. Save during the tent sale.
Urban Brothers Furniture on Fern Hill, just south of Hudson's Glenbrook.
On the next Maury, she fell into a coma on the day JFK was killed and woke up 30 years later thinking she'd had a good night's sleep.
For 30 years, I didn't really talk to her. I didn't have a mother.
And now she's catching up with the modern world.
Put it to your hair.
Where? How?
Plus, if you're missing a loved one, you too can find anyone.
She looks like our mom.
Family reunions that will make you cry tears of joy on the next Maury.
Thursday at 11 on 21 Alive.
Please meet Dr. Sharna Stryer. She is a sex therapist and a psychologist, and she said something really could develop between our couples today. What are the possibilities?
I think what is great is because their minds are open, because they're open to love and relationships, the possibility exists. Where they take it is a matter of where it goes, what their choices are that they're going to make.
What do you know about somebody who would take the time to write in and to someone on television? Is there anything we can say about this person?
Well, I think the thing that really stands out to me is that as the viewer, they heard the personal story of the guest. It touched them. They were moved. They were attracted. They felt the experience because it ignited. It touched their experience. For instance, the story of the lost father touched the story of Steve's lost father. The story of the transsexual ignited an erotic sexual feeling for the other gentleman. I think that there's a connection at a very, very basic level.
Any suggestion? We're going to take our couples out to lunch. What kind of suggestion do you have?
I think what's important is, if they're really going for a future, to really be as honest, to be forthright, and to be real about it, because that's what really also makes a future. However, I absolutely believe in magic and romance. I think that's also something that needs to be nourished and nurtured, and let the possibilities go. Go for it.
Okay, we will take a break, and we will be right back.
At the Sergeant's Pet Center, you'll find everything you need to care for your pet. For dogs, cats, hamsters, guinea pigs, rabbits, fish, and birds. Look for the Sergeant's Pet Center at your favorite store and get everything you need for your pet in one convenient location. You'll find a full line of Sergeant's Pet Care products at Cub Foods, Coldwater Crossing, and Covington Plaza.
The real deals are here at Value City Furniture. Take your choice of these fabulous Crater designer sofas, not $550, only $348. Four-piece pine finish bedroom with bookcase headboard, not $800, only $598. Save over $200 on the seven-piece Stoneville teal dinette, only $398. Crater Rocker recliners, $198. All with bunk bed, $59. With any purchase, buy the 72-quart Igloo cooler below store cost, only $29.99. Gigantic store-wide savings now at Value City Furniture.
Cats, the #1 family musical in America. Cats, the world's most thrilling theatrical event. Cats, the magic, the mystery, the memory will live forever. Cats, the 7-time Tony Award winner, the once-in-a-lifetime experience, the most exciting family musical. In a word, Cats.
Reserve seats now on sale at all Ticketmaster locations or charged by phone.
Gordon, right?
Yes. Have you ever worked with anything high-tech? No.
Thank you for the resume.
But we're looking for someone with
More education.
Some experience.
Good luck to you.
Call ITT Technical Institute for a copy of 10 Things You Should Know About Today's Job Market. 1-800-942-0099. Call now.
Are you ready to leave your husband because he is making you starve for affection? If so, call me and tell me your story. Okay, I said we had some surprises. Please meet Yenta Harriet.
In the best sense.
Okay, Harriet is a freelance matchmaker. Now, she saw a show where we introduced our staff. Harriet, tell me what happened after you saw the show.
Well, I was very impressed with 2 of your staffers. I thought they were adorable. And I first hit upon Amy and wrote her a letter expressing my desire for Amy to meet a very charming man that I well know.
Who is this charming man that you well know?
He's a senior VP at a publication. And he's very gifted, and he's very worthwhile.
Anything else we should know about him?
Well, he's good looking, and he knows how to treat a lady, Sally.
All right. Now, Amy is very important to us. She's one of our producers. Let me give you a hug here. This is Amy. Take over from there. What happened?
Okay, so what happened was that I was doing work on a Sunday night, and I was opening my mail from the week, and I saw this sort of weird-looking envelope with weird handwriting. So it said, but you know, I figured I'll read my mail. It was Christmas time, so it said, Dear Amy Rosenblum, season's greetings, blah, blah, blah. Okay, then it said, please phone Mel, doesn't want to say his last name, Senior Vice President, Computer Graphics, U.S. News and World Report. I will explain upon receiving. So I'm like, all right, so I call him up. Hi, is Mel there? Hold on. He gets on. I said, hi, Mel, it's Amy from Sally Jesse Raphael Show. I got your card. Silence. I said, did you send me your card? He goes, can you hold on a minute? Goes to his office, gets back on. He says, now, was this really big, weird handwriting? I said, yes. I said, no, wait a minute. Don't scare me. I'm alone in my office. You didn't write this to me? He says, listen, this is a really weird story, but last week I was in a diner in New Jersey, and this woman who's a matchmaker came up to me. She must have seen you on the show. Were you on the show recently? I said, yeah. He says, oh, my God, it's so embarrassing. So I said, what is her number? I said, first of all, Mel, I'm married. Okay? So,
not only are you married, you have 2 gorgeous children.
Thank you. So I call up Harriet. Harriet, hi, it's Amy from Sally Jesse Raphael. Amy, how are you? I want to introduce you to Mel. I said, Harriet, calm down, thank you, but I'm married. She says, all right, so who was the one behind you? I like that one, too.
Picking off my staff, right? Okay, now, is there anything else you want to tell us about?
Well, what happened was that,
we found out something important as to who this gentleman is.
We did?
Yeah. Has he got a mother?
Who, Mel?
Yeah.
Oh, no, what happened was, we didn't think Mel was right for Jody because I know I don't look it, but I'm 10 years older than Jody. So this guy was too old for Jody. So Harriet said, well, I have someone great for Jody who I've been dying to introduce her to. It's my son. So we figured we would match up Jody with the matchmaker's son today.
So Mel is still in the diner.
Looking for someone at another show.
Jody, how you going to do with this? Now, Jody, is she nervous? How bad is it?
Very.
Did you tell her a job depends on it?
Yeah, but I might have to answer for her.
Are you all right?
I'm on blind dates, but I'm willing to try anything once, Sally, you know?
This is Harriet's son. And his name?
Caleb.
Caleb? Come out and let's see if there's any sparks between you and Jody. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
I've got the blues. The bathroom blues. My problem is, I don't have time to clean my bathroom bowl every day. But I want a strong cleaner that doesn't leave blue water in the bowl.
Well, Vanish has a clear solution. Vanish Clear Drop-Ins. Every flush releases tough detergents. Works like a bleach concentrate, but no bleach smell. The water's clear, so you see the clean.
Bye-bye, blues.
Vanish Clear Drop-Ins. When clean really counts.
You might think because I'm a model, I've got it pretty easy. But I'll tell you what, you gotta eat smart to stay looking good. So I ate Kellogg's Special K. It's the only cereal that's both fat-free and a good source of protein. A grapefruit hardly has any protein. Cottage cheese does, but it also has fat. Hey, it's my job to know this stuff, and this is one smart breakfast. Kellogg's Special K. Get the protein, lose the fat.
Some things you wouldn't want slightly damaged. But right now at Big Sur Waterbeds, you'll save on slightly damaged and floor model waterbeds. A minor flaw means major savings during the spring clearance sale at Big Sur Waterbeds, 430 Coliseum West in Fort Wayne.
Jump into big savings at Kids Beds. Daybed frames start at $29.99. Bunk bed frames are as low as $99.99. We've got over 100 beds for kids of all ages at Kids Beds. Kids Beds next to Big Sur Waterbeds.
If you're suffering from problems associated with breast implants, you may be entitled to compensation. Call 426-3000. Our law offices may be able to help you. We don't get paid unless we get a recovery for you. Call 426-3000 for free legal advice regarding your claim. We can answer your questions about breast implants. Call 426-3000. We help injured people. We can help you.
I just wanted to make an observation that the first two couples seem real sincere and, you know, it's possible it'll work out. But the other two, they look like they just came here for publicity. And you make a very beautiful female. All right. I don't know if that's so. Todd, is it a go in your mind? Is it a go?
I tell you what, you bring me and her back here a year from now, and I'll be down here.
I
will.
All right, I may hold you. How do you answer the publicity charge?
I can beat that. I'd say 6 months.
6 months?
I don't need publicity.
Publicity?
Well, we were told maybe a possible musical love connection, which would have been a dream for me, because my dream is to potentially marry a man that I can work with in music.
And what about going on over here? I think they're sincere people. The last couple, don't you? No? What are you thinking? No?
What I want to know is, what do I got to publicize?
Are we sincere?
Is this the first time any of you have ever had a love at first sight relationship?
For me, it is, yes. Most definitely.
Anyone? Love at first sight?
I don't know. I'm not sure about that love at first sight thing, because there's a lot more to love than just the sight of somebody.
So you got to prove it.
I've had a lot of people, like, you know, been attracted to me and this and that, and it really takes a lot more than just attraction.
You aren't kidding.
It takes
Can I just say, I just want to tell Guy's brother, Cherie's brother Gary, I'll be taking up your offer. And if you lot want to come back in 6 months, we'll see if it's...
There you go.
what that lady
Well,
thinks.
you can't ask for anything better than that.
Sally.
Take a break.
Oh.
I'm sitting here reminiscing. You know, your retirement years are meant to enjoy, not to worry about medical costs. But if you've been in the hospital lately, you know how quickly the costs can add up. Medicare helps a great deal, yes, but it still leaves big gaps for you to pay out of pocket and out of savings. Hi, this is Dennis James with some welcome news for those of you 65 and over. Now, there is a way to protect yourself from the gaps in Medicare without breaking your budget. It's called Senior Supplement, the affordable Medicare supplement plan from Physicians Mutual. Do this. I want you to write down this toll-free number and then call it to get this free information kit with all the details. But first, I want to tell you a little more about this plan. From the first day you're hospitalized, Senior Supplement pays your entire Part A hospital deductible each and every time you need it. It pays all your Medicare hospital and skilled nursing home co-payments. Plus, it pays your Part B medical deductible and your Medicare-approved doctor and medical amounts not fully paid by Medicare. And you can relax knowing that every time Medicare raises its deductibles and co-payments, Senior Supplement increases your benefits to match dollar for dollar. And best of all, your Senior Supplement coverage can start right away. There are no waiting periods, even for health problems you've had in the past. Senior Supplement does all this and a lot more, and it's yours for a very affordable price. I am proud to say that I've been a paid spokesman for Physicians Mutual for over 20 years now, and I bought the policy so you do yourself a favor. Call this toll-free number to get your free information kit directly by mail. Remember, there's absolutely no cost or obligation of any kind. You're calling for information, and no salesman will call you. You deserve the protection and peace of mind Senior Supplement provides, so call us right away.
We're here when you need us, Physicians Mutual.
This has really been a lot of fun. Now, remember, I can't promise you anything, but we're sending you all off to have lunch together and to get to know one another, and let me know if there are any wedding bells in the future. And please watch. We're going to bring them back and see what happened. Ciao.
Some members of our audience will receive, and a promotional fee has been provided by...
Add more sparkle and shine to your bathroom with the better cleaning scrubbing bubbles in new Dow bathroom cleaner. Now we work even harder, so you don't have to.
Why is this man smiling? He's got Polidin for partials to clean the pearly part and the metal part in just 5 minutes. Try Polidin for partials and smile.
Hey, why'd you stop? My lips feel dry and cracked. I need Blistex.
Blistex ointment is the only leading brand with moisture. Medicated Blistex with the advanced moisture system.
Paul Mitchell. You may see our name in the drugstore or supermarket. Don't be confused. We only guarantee Paul Mitchell when you buy it in a salon.
It's the perfect time to get wicker and rattan furniture at Dars. 8 truckloads of furniture, 10,000 square feet of merchandise. And now save 30% on Dars' entire inventory. Papasan's from $99. Big savings on etagères, rockers, trunks, love seats, dressers, dinette sets, cushions, and more. Complete 4-piece settings from just $229. Silk trees at unbelievable prices. Shop early for the best selection and save 30%. Look for the striped sale tents at Dars on North Clinton across from Target behind Glenbrook.
This one ought to hook a big one.
Hey, you know, since you had that cataract removed, you've been tying some beauties.
Yep, that no stitch is something else. The doctors say the eye heals all by itself without any stitches.
No stitches?
Today's latest technology. Why, with no stitch, cataracts will never keep us from landing a big one.
For quality, affordable eye care, call Faust Eye Center at 436-4828.
Chemical Waste Management, Physicians Health Plan, and 21 Alive present one-of-a-kind top students from the class of '93.
It's a time for celebration. That special day is near. You've taken every challenge. You've come so far this year. We salute these honored graduates and know you will find a future filled with promise because you're one of a kind.
Congratulations. We salute your accomplishment of excellence.